Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Before I start this program, for only $100, I promote whatever you need on my social medias and my website. That's my Twitter, Facebook, Insta Stories, YouTube community, and my website, which will be featured on www.doggiediamondstv.com. Hit me up on Instagram for your promo. Serious inquiries only. Must be cash at ready. Yes. So here we go. Late night. Nothing else really going on. Might as well build. I had a thought today, and I just wanted to just come here and build with the people really quick and just really get everybody on track. Don't lose the focus. Stay where we need to be. It's a lot of unfocused people out there. Or you might be focused, but you might lose focus and lose sight. You know, so I'm here. West Coast, what's up? East Coast, what's up? UK, what's up? London, what's up? Down South, what's up? Canada, what's up? We here. I see a lot of people bragging that they got the hottest shows on YouTube and all that. Yeah, okay. You can have whatever you want. You could think, you know, that's a lot of self-proclaim. But I know what we doing over here ain't being done nowhere. But shout out to Urban X Podcast. Shout out to them. I love what they doing over there. Shout out to Black Dot and Malcolm. So, besides them, shout out to Thoughts Crime too. That's family. Shout out to the Gangster Chronicles. Without further ado, I present myself, Doggie Diamonds. But y'all asked for him. See, this is the thing too, right? The man has a channel, right? When he goes live on his channel, y'all need to turn out the way y'all turn out here. When he goes live on YouTube, y'all need to turn out the way y'all turn out here. Because one thing you're not going to do is, if I come on here to build, you're not going to ask for him every time. But then when he do his thing or his thing, y'all ignore it. I ain't really feeling that. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to see him here, fine. But when he do his thing too, he need that same support because he has his own channel. He always going to be on here, but he has his own channel. You know what I'm saying? So I need y'all to subscribe to that, and I need y'all to support that. So you're who I'm talking about, because they be always say, yo, where Kareem at? I'm interviewing Sugar T, and they asking for you. You know what I'm saying? It didn't really make no sense to me. But when you go live on your channel, we need 1,500 in the building. We need 1,000 in the building and all that. Don't act like you not here because there's some issue and problem. You know what I'm saying? But I'm Doggie Diamonds. They know that. I shall be quiet. It's on you.
Salute, salute, salute. Kareem Blaze Johnson, East New York's finest. NYCHA houses, resident pimp workman houses, all standing residents. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Brooklyn native. The divine mind knows, the divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. I love my comrade. Let's get it. Let's get it.
And I love my comrade too. So I wasn't gonna go live today. I didn't feel like going live yesterday, so I didn't. But you hit me and was like, you know, people was hitting you up. And you know, we for the people. You know, sometimes I don't be wanting to do this sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And you say a lot of people hit you and be like, "Are we going live?" To let the people know the last few lives we did wasn't monetized. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, YouTube just found a reason not to monetize them. They said it wasn't worth ads or worth monetization. So a lot of times that's why we say the super chat is open and the Cash App is available. Because if not, just sitting here doing this for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And other people on these platforms are really eating and making a lot of bread, and they not really giving the people nothing. And people are actually giving them money outside of the videos that YouTube advertises on. So the Sugar T interview, not advertised. The Slim Thugs bill, not advertised. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that we come on here and say, yo, hit the Cash App, hit the Cash App. Sometimes if we use certain language or certain topics, YouTube is like, we ain't helping them make no bread off that. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, for some of us, this is how we, you know, this is how I survive off my content. You know what I'm saying? So if they're
Right.
not buying merch and they're not buying content, I mean, if they're not buying merch and they're not monetizing it, then I'm just doing this for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I don't do nothing for nothing. I come on here to give people a good word, and just like people who go before people and people say, yo, I need you, yo, could you go live? Okay, if you don't even hit the thumbs up, you don't hit like, you don't send nothing in, it's like, what am I doing this for? So,
Right.
that's just very, very important, very essential. And I ain't gonna front, YouTube played a lot of games with me, with my channel. I know why, I could tell y'all why, but it's whatever. I'm still gonna fight through it and I'm still gonna go through it. But sometimes I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I don't feel like going live. I don't feel like doing this. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
You have to explain it to them, and I'll explain it the best way I know how. There's a very thin line between earning a living, entertaining, and earning a living, based on the information that you're providing. And in the past, there have been specific people from certain demographics who have, I like to say scam, because they're very disloyal and disingenuous to the people, and the information provided is nothing solution-based or useful to the people other than a point of reference. So I was always, and that's why I'm really late in the game when it comes to these platforms in this space, because my work has always been for the people in the communities. And I never wanted to put myself in that space. So my profession, my day job, or whatever anybody wants to title it, has always been in service of the people. If the people cannot be serviced by what I am doing, then I'm going against my doctrine that I follow, which is true liberation for us all. Now, once you are inserted into social media, and this is very time consuming, this takes up a lot of time. Others don't understand it, because really what they're doing, all they have to do is come, sit, and watch, and either be informed or entertained, or both. It requires energy and a certain finesse. Others who are making a living from it, that's what they choose to do, right? Which is a lot of the entertainment-based, these new personalities, and they have been utilizing it for the better part of the last 5 or 6 years. That's why it's so cluttered now. At any given point, our people are very cynical of somebody who asks for money. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's JWs. I don't care if it's the NOI. I don't care if it's church. I don't care if it's dude on the street. You can literally see dude is toe up. He's a bum. He has nothing. But you're going to be cynical about giving up that bread because you don't know where it's going. Unless you just that kind-hearted individual, you really don't care.
That's me.
You just going to give, right?
That's me.
Because you see that somebody is unfortunately in a bad space. So people very cynical and it's tight times. Let's not forget that. So everybody in these spaces are doing their best to squeeze what little they can from the people.
And stay afloat, yeah.
Which is why I was always reluctant about using that language when I'm on anything. And I even left other platforms because I know that they are in alliance and they are in bed with individuals that do that. That's the first thing they do. Come through, like, ring the bell, drop this, that, drop that, drop that, drop that. That's their mantra. And
Yeah.
it's consistent because that is what they know. That if they don't get that, their bills don't get paid. You understand? So I'm always kind of squeamish about it, but the more people want me to sit in this space, the more you digging into my service providing. So it's a dilemma that most people have no problem with. They have no problem saying, yo, give me this, give me this, give me this, and then giving nothing in return.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. That's where we're going tonight, especially with the industry and how things are moving and these agendas. People have their own agenda. People have their own script that they following. And my script is my doctrine, liberation. And I've always lived off of the land. And if I wasn't providing a service, if I wasn't providing a useful service, if I wasn't part of a team, I'm not taking that. I'm not taking nothing from the people and giving nothing back. So it's real tight. But at some point, you have to make the decision, right? Either I'm going to request this because it's supply and demand. Just like if you're in a life, and I've been in a life, I know how that go on the yellow stripe. It's supply and demand. If the people are demanding from you or anyone else in these spaces, if they're demanding of your time and demanding of whatever relief that you are giving them, then they have to supply you the resource in order to make it happen.
You know what's funny?
You understand?
But look, let me say something to you. And you know, just for me personally, I put a and look, y'all don't. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be really, really honest. I never ask for anything. A like is okay with me. A view is okay with me because I'm gonna do what I gotta do to get what I gotta get. But the thing that I don't like is that when I put my life out there, I put my life out there. What's going on in my life? Just because at the end of it all, you know, many of us are afflicted by the same pains, the same ills. So me, I don't try to separate myself from people. I try to say, yo, look, I know all about that. So if I do a show and it's like how to get clean and sober, tell you the effects of alcohol and how to kick, and that show don't have 100,000 views, I'm not doing that no more. I'll just be real with you. I'm not, listen, I'm not doing it because I see people sensationalize stuff and talk about stupidity and I have like 200,000 views. I'm like, so, okay, that's what y'all want. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want. You don't want shows about how to get clean, sober, lose weight, you know, and really, really watch out for what's going on. They don't want that. And I'm positive they don't want that. You know what I'm saying? They don't want that because I give it, and it's times I've given, you know, times where my mind wasn't right. And when came on here 3 a.m, remember you asked me one day, yo, what you was doing? I said, yo, it was a time where I was in crisis. All I could really do is speak to the people and give them what I was going through. But I know it was people up 4 a.m. just like me in crisis. So if I'm not giving no more of myself, because again, we in the take world. I see people come on here and say, yo, if you don't hit that like button, I'm off this. I'm stopping this if you don't hit the like. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, damn, how is it that how is it that a man could come before you and speak? And even with when we dealing with the algorithm, even when we deal with the so-called shadow banning, I'm telling y'all how to break it, but people still won't do it. And then I realized another thing. We just in a time where people forgot that it's an agenda against us, and that's why this show is titled what it's titled. See, people think we good. Everybody think we good. People think, yo, We get into certain money, we get into certain things. Yo, I was able to go to Cancun this year. I was able to do this. I was able to do this and do that. So we good. Nah, it's still an agenda against us. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what people don't understand, that we not out of the woods yet. You know what I'm saying?
We far from out of the woods.
But people think we out of the woods because when a few of us achieve stuff, it's thrown in our face, and then we start thinking that it's attainable. But people, everybody who so-called achieved something, look who gave it to them. So now let's look. And I hate to pick on people, but these are the catalysts of what we're talking about, right? When this guy has $1 billion, let's really think about that. This guy has $1 billion because he could rap?
No.
But people think that though. So this guy,
they believe it because, again, people do a terrible job when they got the megaphone at explaining how, what, who, and when. And they do that purposely. That's not an accident. They have a terrible job doing it because they want that false narrative in front.
Mm-hmm.
Because it confuses, it gives a barrier, and it creates distance.
Mm-hmm.
They do that. So we do a terrible job when it comes to saying he didn't do this because he can rap. She didn't get this just because she played ball. He didn't get this just because he was able to act. That's not where that came from. Initially, that's how they came through the door. But that is not where these new opportunities arise, especially when they haven't done that particular or haven't utilized that particular talent in some time. If you get what I'm saying, if we take, the Shiny Shoot Man for a minute, he hasn't dropped anything.
Yeah, any music. Well, let me give you
a long time.
But let me give you one. Let me give you one better, right?
Mm-hmm.
They say Nas is a billionaire because some tech things that he invested in, right? They say Jay-Z is a billionaire, but Nas' greatest album is arguably what? Illmatic. Jay-Z's best album is arguably Reasonable Doubt. None of them albums went platinum when they were out. Right? So if that was their best work, how is it that it wasn't commercially accepted and it wasn't like a fan favorite? So at the end of it all, when you think about it, that's their best work, but that's not what got them the money. What got them the money, because people keep saying investments. Y'all don't be knowing what y'all be talking about. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just don't know what y'all be talking about because y'all read stuff, information that's put out by people who don't like you. And this is why I keep trying to say, don't forget that there's an agenda against you. Don't lose sight that some of the people that put out the information, you got information, you got misinformation. Right. And a lot of times it is to steer you in the wrong direction because you feel like it's a reliable source because this person's saying you like them. So what I'm saying is this. A lot of people got money, got bread, and is successful, not off of their rap. It's off of liquor, drugs, and sensationalizing things that we think we need as a people to look successful and be successful. Right. Now what happens? These individuals say, yo, look, you made good music. I like your music. Why don't you sponsor this liquor? So you sponsor the liquor and then you get all this money. So now your liquor sponsorships or whatever other sponsorship is worth more than your music. So it has nothing to do with your music. So this man made Illmatic, Stillmatic. It was written. Ain't win no Grammy. And in 2020, he's winning a Grammy for, we not even playing none of that no more. You understand what I'm saying? It's like a sympathy Grammy almost. It's like, yo, hey, give him a Grammy. So what do the Grammys mean? So now look, you had to sit down with the people that you've been rapping about for years. That's the enemy. You know what I'm saying? Giuliani is 666. You said all that. Masonic, ironic. You got to sit down with these same people and get bread because they the ones that control the money and get the money. And then when you get the money and you get the power, you keep it all for yourself. And you don't put nobody in position to get billionaires. So I want to give y'all an analogy. Go outside.
But they can't do it.
But they can do it because everything, reason why they can't do it, we announce and talk too much. It's ways that you could.
They're not talking about the right thing.
No, understand what I'm saying. It's ways that you could do things with people, but you ain't got to tell everybody. Why we always knowing when somebody partnering up with somebody? Why do we got to know that?
Listen, it's not even a partnering up. They not telling you the truth about the investments. And
I know that too. Yeah.
And research other forms of information that's right in front of their face.
But
when they say these people are investing in something and you making it seem, just like you said, the people are writing these articles, this propaganda, this agenda that they're writing to create misinformation, right? And have you chasing a carrot, they're not putting in there the truth. So when they say Jay invested, Nas invested, 50, Diddy, Ross, they invested in this. They're not talking about the angel venture capitalist that's putting up the majority.
The hedge fund, yeah. But this is what I'm saying. Remember what I said to you before? I said to you, one of the things that they owe us is information. That was I did a show. That was my whole show. They owe us the information. They owe us the information because what happened to this each one teach one? Because you can't see. This is what I'm tired of. I'm tired of this black excellence BS. I'm tired of this the gods and we gods and all that. Because who you down with? So is it just y'all? Because if that's the case, then y'all just as bad as them because y'all created an army within the army. Y'all created a group and y'all became the Illuminati. And now y'all are here to oppress your own people if you're not of the people. So what's the difference between y'all and them? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So look, you got them. They don't rock with us. They handpicked a few of y'all because they think that y'all control us, right? They think that your word has influence. In some instances, it has. So they're going to pay you for your influence. Hence, the word of people, it used to be socialite, now they're influencers. See, people don't listen to the words. People don't pay attention to the language. The language is important. How are these people influencers? Influence you to do what? Do they influence you to work out? Do they influence you to eat right? Do they influence you to think for yourself? No, they influence you to buy product. That's it. All these people are vendors. They sell stuff. That's all they are. They start with trying to sell records. Then they try to sell merch. So they get sponsorships. That's all it is. It has nothing to do with raising the awareness of people to straight up and down do what they got to do. These people are here to sell us stuff. That's it. Period. And the brands that come out of nowhere and say, yo, look, we can use him to sell stuff to the people. And the people do what? Oh, nah. He had on them shades. He had on that hat. He had on them sneakers. I'm buying it because he had it. but they never say, yo, these sneakers cost $2 to make, but we selling them for $65. Yo, this so we look at Marbury crazy when he got $5 sneakers. We look at him crazy because we say $5 ain't worth nothing. You understand what I'm saying? So now we in the time where a lot of dudes is getting bread, and we looking up to dudes who are funded by the people who don't like us. So I'm like, okay, we trying to get money like them, but look who funded their vision. Look who funded their dream. So when you an artist, you rap in a certain way. What do? How many of them put their own music out? None of them. They went from deal to deal to deal to deal. Who you making a deal with? That same so-called devil who's out to get us. So I'm confused. I'm like, hold on. If you making a deal with them and they giving you bread, what are they giving you money for? Because it's beyond the music now. Some of these guys don't even put out music like that.
Right.
They don't even put out music. So what are they giving you these millions for? Why are you worth $1 billion? Based off what? You know what I'm saying? Based off of what? So now you getting this bread. And you Masonic, ironic, I got to get my own island by the year in 2000. You know, all of that stuff they was talking. What happened to that? When is the last time an artist came out and said, yo, this is what they doing? Because when Y2K was supposed to happen, it's only 5 years left and all of this. I got to get my own island by the year 2G. What happened to that? So they fear-mongered the people into thinking that in 2K, the world was over. We got to do this. We got to do that. Then 2K hit. Everybody partied. And they was just back to just whatever. You understand what I'm saying? But who is really giving the people clarification that's in this entertainment thing that we keep watching? So a lot of times I find myself, I be on my social media and I be like, I ain't following this dude. Because first of all, if you follow somebody, where are they leading you to? Where are they taking you? You understand what I'm saying? And at the same time, people can't save everybody, but we straight up and down believed in a lot of these individuals and they let us nowhere. They're giving us nothing. And that's a lot of people, a lot of these artists, a lot of these fake ass guard bodies, a lot of these dudes who talking all of this is really about lining their pockets. It's really about getting bread. And we find, we follow people blindly thinking that they're into what we're into, but they're all capitalists. They just want money. And I get it. I understand it. I don't even have an issue with it. I don't even have an issue with it. But what I said this on another show, and I'm going to say it again before somebody steal my words like they always do. What good is money if you ain't got no power? Because your influence only comes from your money. But what are you influencing people to do? You understand what I'm saying? Again, who's saying?
I completely understand.
Yeah, who's saying drink water? Who's saying, yo, who, you know, shout out to Dead Prez. Stickman had a song called I Know I Can, I Believe I Can, Get This Dope Out My Veins. I love that record. So I was like, damn, why ain't more songs like this pushed to the forefront? You understand what I'm saying? But go ahead. Go ahead.
Because they looking at Stickman and even they don't want to, they want the image. That image is not and that is embraced. You understand?
I didn't get what you said because you
I froze up?
Yeah, go ahead. Say it again.
Yeah, that image is not something that one wants to embrace. Like you said, some of them in that lane be boofing up under the pits and looking in a certain frame. So that's what kills that. And everybody level of consciousness comes in at a different space and time. So it's a hard sell for entertainment. Because really, you're not entertaining when you dropping bombs, when you giving jewels, when you have a complete message. That always straddles the fence. It's very difficult. That's why they praised PE when they did it. Rage Against the Machine when they did it, and when Wu do it. It's very difficult to put information, consciousness into a marketable and commercial form.
But look though, let me just
it's
ask
hard
you,
to do.
Let me ask you one thing. Who you said?
Yeah.
PE, Dead Prez,
and Rage Against the Machine,
Rage Against the Machine, and Wu-Tang.
Right.
Now they will be considered to be conscious hip hop, right?
Yeah.
Conscious hip hop. Who is their message for?
Us.
When you go to their show, who's there?
The others.
What's going on there? I'm confused.
Because initially it's for us. What happens is they said their kids identify with that message as well, because their children understand more about the present conditions than those adults who partake in it. So they rebel as well, because again, the information is a vibration.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how that dynamic happens. And then again, us don't want to be informed, because once you're informed, now you're responsible for that.
Well, do you think we don't want to be informed, or because when you think of informed, information is all, inform and information. Inform is in information. So
right.
Do you think that we don't want to be informed, or we pick who we want to inform us and give us information?
Don't want to be informed, because there's no way in hell I'm on here 73 to 80 shows, and just my channel alone don't have 4,000 subscribers. And since I've been here, you haven't been boosted to 500, 600,000. So they don't want to be informed.
Okay. Now look, let me ask you. Do you think they don't want to be informed, or do you think the information, which again, inform is in information, do you think the information is not what they want? Because who have you told to drink, smoke, fuck, murder, death, kill? Who have you told that to?
No one.
So that information is not what they want, because they want to be informed, but they don't want the information. So
they want to be entertained.
But look at the information. Look at the information that they take it from. But even when it ain't entertained, look at some of the so-called conscious people, or some of the so-called people that they donate to, or somebody put a cash app up. Look who they give it to. Look at
it's entertaining though.
But it's still information that they think they need. And I always say it's regurgitated, and it ain't research, because people still saying stuff that's like, huh? That been dispelled 10 years ago.
Right. But again, if it's given a sort of comedic or charismatic or a hyper aggressive tone and package, you not paying attention to the information. That's how you can become misinformed. You paying attention to the character. You paying attention to the entertainment, right? Like all the ones that we just seen fall off in recent years, who are now struggling to come back into this space, they were very entertaining. I watched them. I watched all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Whether they could consider themselves conscious, whether they were regurgitating, I watched all of them. They were very entertaining. From people banging on shit, to people wearing all type of garb, right? To people using, doctorate level articulation in their language and enunciation. I've seen it all. But the information that is in it is so basic and so minimal, and definitely not solution-based, that the people can handle that. It's just they're being, right, sat down like a kid. You can sit a kid in front of a television with no sounds, as long as the animation and commercial and color, That kid will sit there and watch that.
But who wants?
Same with us.
But listen though, who wants? The world is not solution based. You know that, right?
No.
So again, people are still talking about this is about to happen when it's already happening.
Mm-hmm.
People still saying they about, and I'm like, yo, they're already doing it. So when I see these little dumb memes and I see this stuff and they be like, yo, they about to have robots do this. And I'm like, yo, they been doing that. People been having bionic arms. It's not new, but it's regurgitated and it's always put out there like what's about to come. Yo, it's already here. Now, again, reason why I call a lot of people the P word, these things are already here. What are you prepared to do about it?
That's
and
a different level.
No. Listen, dudes could solve everything in the world. If you listen, bro, look at the comments.
I can't see it.
No, I'm not talking about right now. Look at the comments after the video.
Oh.
Look at your Instagram responses. Everybody know everything. If I come on here and cough, I got people saying, yo, drink tea with lemon. How old is tea and lemon? No, for real. You telling a grown man that he needs to drink tea and lemon to get rid of a cough? Like, I don't know that? You don't think I'm drinking tea and lemon? Everything don't work overnight. But everybody knows everything when it's simple math. Now, when that algebra start kicking in, that's when people say, yo, I don't really know that. But he know and he's popular, so let's just listen to him. Let him lead that charge. And then you have some people leading the charge. They come out and they lead the charge. And then that's when characters are created and personalities are created because they sound like they know what they're talking about. But then when you pull back the layers of the information, they don't know what they're talking about. But you've been regurgitating this man for years. So now what's happening? A lot of people know all the answers for everything. You got somebody that said, take elderberry. Now, if I show you my supplements, like again, and I had to drive this point home. I'm not a YouTuber, right? I'm a guy who creates content. And one thing I'm not is no damn fool. I take pride in having knowledge of self, of myself. And when you tell me to take elderberry might not work for me.
Right.
It might not work for me. It might not work for my body.
Right.
I don't even take honey. Most of the honey I take ain't even real honey. Most of the lemons you take is not real lemons. So why are you giving me information that's regurgitated information, honey and lemons, when some of the lemons you have, y'all be eating lemons with no seeds. Y'all be taking honey that ain't even real honey. You understand what I'm saying? So again, people will still talk about things that they don't know what they're talking about based off of what somebody else said. You understand what I'm saying? And knowledge of self means knowledge of yourself. I don't have knowledge of you. I know as a people, readers, but then you have some people who be like, yo, I ain't even down with them. Again, this is what I'm saying about these said rappers and these entertainers. They don't consider themselves to be one of us no more. They don't.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they don't. And now
I go even further and I say that they never did.
No, they did at one point.
I can show you personally, because I've been through it, people who never did. I can show you.
Yo, if you ate hairy chicken wings and pork fried rice at one point, you was one of us. Cut it out. You might have thought mentally you couldn't wait to get away from us and be over here with it, but you was one of us. Cut it out. You know what I'm saying? Because see, bro, it gets a little different when you don't want for nothing. When you know all your bills is paid and you start doing stupid stuff like saying, yo, I like a pinky ring. I'm paying $50,000 for it. And then first thing that you say is, my pinky ring is $50,000. So what? Why you had to tell?
But again, when you saying they were one of us and then they drifted.
Yeah.
I've seen people who look like us, who have melanated tone, and their stories were of them in poverty, dealing with staunch racial bias, and they never felt like us. They always felt like them, even though they was getting that treatment. And when they made it, they still consider themselves not one of us. I'm telling you, I've seen it. I've seen it in
that happens. No, that happens.
I've seen it in Karl Malone. I've seen it in specific MCs and rappers. I'm telling you, there are people who never considered themselves us, but they are able, because of where they at, to pass. If we're going to say it like that. To pass. They were able to pass.
In defense of Barkley and Malone, I kind of get it a little bit, because, again, when you play and you have the mentality of a victim, that's what you're going to be. You understand what I'm saying? So, again, when we say one of us, sometimes we have to be a little bit definitive of who is us. You know, because if we let...
Right. Because I can show you police and COs that did the same shit.
Yeah, that don't think they us.
So, exactly. And grew up in the projects.
Facts.
Right? So when we speaking on, and like the build is agendas.
Mm-hmm.
They bought into the agenda since they were children. And like you said, because people are able to purchase certain things and feel included, you're saying that the agenda for them has been wiped out. They don't believe in it no more. They think they are above it.
Well, look at this. This is a bill that we have. It's very, we got to do it, but it's very, very, very touchy, because I don't want to offend anybody, but truth is truth, right?
Mm-hmm.
And truth don't need validation.
Mm-hmm.
The issue is, once these said guys started getting in certain circles,
mm-hmm,
and marrying white women,
mm-hmm,
how could you be one of us? See, once you procreate with somebody that don't look like your mother, your aunt, your grandmother, your sisters, it's a little different, because how do you understand their culture when their culture, if you really, really get into their culture was all about oppressing you.
Right.
So you just feel like this person didn't do it, and I love them, and I'm going to swirl or do whatever.
Well, for me, it don't even go beyond, it's prior to procreating. How are you holding and embracing them? But prior to the procreate, you just went somewhere else. You talking, inserting and raw and, ejaculation and all that.
Because it's the acceptance.
That's too deep for me.
It's the acceptance. It's the, bro,
exactly.
It's the acceptance.
By the time, once you here with them, and you on some deep right here in their essence, I question that. But I'm like, oh, whoa.
That you got to remember though, it goes back to the agenda. The agenda is the acceptance from them. The same way that these individuals could go into a record label, sit down, hobnob, laugh and joke, and jump on the table and dance in a room full of them.
Right.
Like you don't have no knowledge of self where you seen this story before. You never saw a Mandingo. You never saw Roots.
No,
you never read Roots.
no. Listen, and I'm gonna be honest. We doing book club, and book club is the first book is Asada, and there's people who've never read it, and there's people who don't know who she is, and some of them are young, so you can give them that, but some are older, and because of their conditions and where they sat and their immediate needs, they may have not been privy to the information. Remember, the numbers are very small when we're speaking about woke consciousness, liberation. It's very small because we have always been taught, not only taught, but forced to look down upon anybody that was telling you to love yourself and pushing for you to love yourself. So there are many individuals, there are many stories, there are many doctrines and policies that people have no clue about.
Now let me jump in really quick. Somebody in the chat just said, and I didn't even block them because, they're stupid. Somebody just said, wow, I didn't never know you was racist, doggy. Now, what did I say? That was racist. You understand?
Nothing.
But you see how they play the games. And his name was God's Tomahawk. So you calling yourself God. So I would think you're of one of us. And then you calling yourself a Tomahawk. So that still could be one of us. So What did I say that was racist? Now this is how they control it. They try to control it when I say, like I always say, I love black women. I will never procreate or date outside of black women. That's it. It's too many black women in this world who need me, who need my love and my knowledge, and as well as me getting it from them. Look how mad they get. You understand what I'm saying? Look how mad they get. And that's what's crazy.
It's an automatic response.
But
that's automatic.
But think about this though.
And they can have that.
No, listen though. We're not allowed. Mainstream society to love black women. We're not allowed. I'm telling you, we're not allowed. Because what happens, the agenda. Yeah, because what happens is this, right? That's when you start seeing these rappers start saying everybody deserves love and who are you to judge? Because they on the take. I'm telling y'all, I done went in these offices and dealt with these people who cut checks. And I had a script of what I could and I couldn't say. Right? I went in there. Listen, you could see pictures of me in Viacom. I got pictures. If you see any video, any interviews, even some that I'm going to put out that says radio.com behind me, that's the Viacom building. That's CBS. I had a deal there. Now, the thing that was puzzling to me is that I couldn't say this and I couldn't say that because people might get offended. But using the N-word, that's offensive. Telling people to get high, get drunk, eat these blue chews, that's all good. Why? Because that has a lot to do with the agenda that's being pushed. The agenda is what? To keep us drunk, high, and over-sexual. So that's all
and hating each other.
And hating each other. So if you, look, people get mad at me. I'm talking about furious. Because I don't smoke. People be, yo, there ain't nothing wrong with weed. Yo, you wildin' OG. Are you serious? So if you don't eat chocolate, you don't eat chocolate. Do I got the right to curse you out because you don't eat chocolate? What happened to certain things being people preference and what they don't want to do and what they want to do and when it comes to health reasons? Because some people can't eat certain things. You understand what I'm saying? But now we in a time and space where everybody if it's not party mode, if it's not fun, if it's not certain things, people are angry. And especially if you going against their agenda of what they think their vice is. Like, people really think their vice is a cigarette. They really think a cigarette. Yo, I used to be around people who smoke, right? And it used to always trip me out how individual will pull out a cigarette, and before they light it, people are like, bust me down. Like, God damn, could he light his own cigarette?
Mm-hmm.
This is where we at. We made intoxicants. We made anything to take us out of our right mind. We made it festive. That's why people be like, into the cipher.
Instead of, but
look though,
the information.
this is what I'm saying. But
the information could put you on your
but
right
it was
mind.
it was put in music, into the cipher with your lighter, Elza ready. And like, we love that. But dudes is actually making songs about getting together to smoke weed.
Right.
It's called a cipher. The cipher was originally where dudes get together and build.
Right.
Look how that has been bastardized, because the cipher became where dudes get together and smoke.
Right.
But who pushed the smoking on us?
Cheech and Chong. If you really want to know.
Yeah, but did they respect
Hippie Nation?
But did they really but did they let them do it in peace? No. They didn't let them do it in peace. They let them do it. But then it became commercialized through hip hop.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Why? Because it fits the agenda of, if we keep them high, drunk, smashing everybody, they gonna have all types of venereal diseases, all types of diseases, HIV, AIDS, all of that. Look at all the things that are pushed. And we keep forgetting that it's an agenda. It is an agenda to keep us dumb. Now, you got people who smoke and they swear they turn into the smart gremlin. You sound like Oswald Bates to me. You know what I'm saying? Because you got people who think, but if you look, the month of the man was a marketing by Def Jam. And it was Redman and Method Man. What were they both known for?
Smoking.
What was the name of their movie? How High?
How High? How High?
What was their biggest?
Yeah, but even before that marketing, remember, it was the Max, right?
But his name Method Man means, I mean, it is what it is. And again, we love these individuals, but as a people, how do we further ourselves in any way being high and drunk all the time? I'm just confused. Like, see, look, like I said, I'm a recovering alcoholic, right? But what serious business? What could you really handle drunk and high every day? Because some of us come from parents. Now look how crazy this is. Some of us come from parents who was alcoholics, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guess what you are now? You the alcoholic parent, but you think you're functioning. I look at some of these parents and say, when the last time you've been to a PTA meeting? Do you even know what's going on in your child's life? No, because you sit them in front of a computer, an iPad or an iPhone, and you let that babysit them. You don't even really know what's going on. You don't even know that your child is not even supposed to be on YouTube, because they got YouTube Kids. It's supposed to be on YouTube Kids. You understand what I'm saying? And again, we so busy celebrating failure. I used to have this saying that I used to say on Twitter: stop bragging about having nothing. And people used to be like, what are you talking about? I say, yo, you just got that? That ain't nothing, but you bragging about it. Now, to me, your achievements is your achievements, right? Celebrate yourself. Be happy for yourself. You just got a promotion. You lost some weight. You just got a house. Your child. But when the last time you seen people like, yo, my baby just graduated. My child got a GPA. We don't even talk about that no more. It's not even about the next generation. People, everything is exploitation. I see people who I used to have a lot of respect for playing on TikTok now. And everybody's a damn comedian. And I'm like, yo, when did we get to the point where everybody is playing? Everybody, this shit is, I didn't even mean to curse, but everything has just become one big joke. Everything. And the funny thing about the joke is that we the damn joke. The joke is on us. So now we have people when neighborhoods are glorified for the demise of our people. Don't go to O Block. Think about that. Mm-hmm. O Block is a place where I guess we can't go. Mm-hmm. But what business do we have there anyway? Just really think about it. So what does an idiot do? Say, yo, I'm going over there. They can't stop me. But this is being put out there by who? Because listen, this is what I want y'all to know. If they want you to know something, this video will get boosted in certain places. Being that they don't want you to know certain stuff, they hide it and they mash it down. And so, look, man, some of the people y'all love and trust and you think is for you, they really not. And that's why I had to disassociate myself from so many people, because I be knowing a lot of behind the scenes stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I really be knowing a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and I'll be like, wow, people just really, really, you drank the Kool-Aid. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You drank the Kool-Aid. And that's where we at with it right now. We at a time where we don't understand and we forget that it is an agenda against us. The same people who are so-called making us rich, making us famous, they also don't like us, right? So what's in it for them besides money? Now, if you're not speaking the language that they want you to speak, why they don't give you anything? You understand what I'm saying? They don't give you anything. Now, what I told you earlier, and this is very weird. It goes back to the conversation that I was having earlier. Look at a lot of successful people. Let's look at some of the last successful artists in the last 15, 20 years. Mm-hmm. Don't you find it ironic that most of them have a white parent? Mm-hmm. But they're doing our music. Mm-hmm. And they present themselves like us.
Right.
But they have a white parent.
Right.
And again, that's the struggle. Because again, when it comes to talking to certain people, who are you talking to? You understand what I'm saying? So when I see the J. Cole, dope artist. When I see Drake, dope artist. When I see Alicia Keys, dope artist. And I can keep going. Mm-hmm. You don't find that weird? You don't find that weird? You don't be like, damn, what did he do that this person didn't do? Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? And people don't peep certain things. And then you start realizing, hold on. So if this side is for the agenda and this side of you ain't, who wins? You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like who it just doesn't make any sense to me. And again, you don't pay attention to the fact that, yo, they not for us, man. A lot of them not for us. A lot of them are not.
Well, they make a lot of moves on the chessboard, all right? When you asking that question right there, who wins, who benefits, It's just like you pushing up a pawn in front of the next pawn.
Mm-hmm.
It invalidates itself. So now they don't benefit, we don't benefit. It's done. Pawn to pawn, no movement. It's a wrap. You understand? They're gonna always put things in play to either benefit themselves to the highest point or knock us off to the lowest point.
Somebody said something in the chat. Everybody you named is super talented. That's opinion.
Oh yeah, that's very much opinion.
Opinion.
Very much opinion.
Because I've said plenty of times.
Because for every one of you, them that you name, I can name 6 or 7 others that are C and D list, way more talented.
And I'm gonna be real with y'all. Be mad at me. I don't care. I think J. Cole is boring.
Well, a lot of people do. That's not even an argument.
I don't think Alicia Keys can sing. That's just me. You don't have to agree with me. And Drake, I mean, we caught people writing his raps. Like, so what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? And again, everybody is talented when those people fund them, because those people actually pay for records. But like it just goes deeper than the surface. You know what I'm saying? And again, who's talented and who's not talented, that's straight up and down your opinion. You understand what I'm saying? That's opinion.
But these are the same people who will get mad because the new hot kid that come out get nominated for a Grammy and really deserve it, and they give it to one of them that you just mentioned.
Yeah.
And these people come in the chat and say, yo, they should have gave it to them. Nah, but you said they talented. You agree with them until it's against your favor. So you get pushed out of the whip. You understand?
But even with this thing, man, like it's tough. You gotta be in the winter. One time I spoke to Professor James Small, and I asked him. I said, because he's the elder, he's the OG, and I asked him. I said, "Yo, how do you do it?" He said, I just made this, my life work. That's it.
Right.
I'm just in it for life. So when you come into this, and the funniest thing is that people who are new to me don't know that I actually toned down a lot. I used to be a lot worse.
Oh, yeah.
I used to be a lot worse, but I started realizing that, hold on, you can walk down there, or you could run down there and chase everybody, or you could walk down there and get what you want. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's the whole thing. And the funny thing about me, like even with my complexion, that has nothing to do with my blackness, because I could show you my mother and father. You know what I'm saying? Black comes in different shades. And colorism is real. In the hood too, because when there's a black woman that look good, we start calling her chocolate. You know what I'm saying? That sexy chocolate. And I never just been like that. You know what I'm saying? I never been on that type of time, because I don't separate our people based off of complexion. But if your mother or father is white, then it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And my mother, my moms and pops ain't white. You know what I'm saying? But it's an agenda that we are put in a situation where we forgetting that the movies that are being made, the music that's coming out, the TV shows that are coming, the conversation that are being had, the
policies that are put in play.
It's not for us. It's not for us. And we're forgetting that because we're so busy celebrating a few individuals who made it. Right? So when Quavo buys Sweetie, whatever her name is,
yeah,
this car and we don't realize that this car has a 3-month lease, then what happens is that puts the pressure on common dudes, working class men, to be rich, working class men to get certain monies because Quavo got a borrowed car from the dealer. Like, I don't even think people know that the dealers give people cars. You know what I'm saying? The dealers give people cars, and then when they break up,
not people,
celebrities, yeah, because they going to help.
Because I ain't get shit today.
Yeah. Remember, we not cursing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. The they do certain things, but that helps fuel the agenda. What does that do with the agenda? So here it is, right? When this guy gets a car and he give it to the chick and it's a lease. That's why when he break up with her, they just take it back, because they just take it back to the dealer. The dealer wants it back, but the dealer will loan you a car because you're going to help push the brand. What does that do? What's the agenda with that? The working class man, the guy who works for transit, the guy who might be the main foreman at a job. He starts to believe that I got to get this for wifey, and wifey starts looking like, hold on, he bought her a Bentley. You ain't give me nothing. So now what he start doing? He start doing extracurricular stuff or stuff he has no business doing. And then he's going to go to prison or get bodied. That's a part of the agenda. The agenda is always them making us live outside of our means, and just a lot of our expectations always being bigger than our reality. You understand what I'm saying? When your expectation is bigger than your reality, you are in trouble. That's when you start doing stuff. That's when you start seeing women that you knew for a long time, and they be like, yo, look at my OnlyFans. It's like, your OnlyFans? What? Damn, when did you start taking your clothes off? You know what I'm saying? And then we start having this, if we can't beat them, join them mentality.
Yeah, when bills came.
But because now look, your bills, let's really think about how deep this is. You know you create your bills, right? You create your bills.
They don't.
Listen,
right.
People, you create your bills. Period. For example.
Oh, most definitely.
For example.
Definitely.
So you create these bills, and what are these bills? Have you living outside of your means, based off trying to live with certain people, among certain people. So you created your bills, right, that you can't afford, and then you start doing wild stuff to pay these bills. You understand what I'm saying? So iPhone 13, thank you for that donation. That was a big one. Shout out to you. iPhone 13. You don't need an iPhone 13. What you want, and you get it. So they say, well, we'll give you the phone. Your phone bill is $150 a month. Now it's $180. He starts saying, it's only $30 extra. But you can't afford it. But you got an iPhone 13. What do you do with your iPhone 13? You go on social media and you go on YouTube. Your phone don't even make money. Your phone don't even make money so you could pay your phone off. Duh. So everything that I buy, everything that I do is always an investment into it paying for itself. Because once you got to go into certain...
What about the people who don't buy them iPhones, who live in a specific lifestyle or belief, because I just seen it, and have extra children that they really already struggling. Like I see this particular person struggling with 2 and now had another one.
Well, do they have these, are they having these children? Do they have these children because they're going to put them on the system?
No, they both got careers, but they're struggling.
Okay, hold on. Somebody said what? Oh, they was hidden already. Somebody called me a hypocrite for something, but
It's true. They got careers. This ain't no sis. They both got careers.
Okay, Red Hook PJs, you're dumb, so I'm just going to just get hidden. Oh, I'm a hypocrite because I help promote artists, but I promote more than artists. I promote candles, I promote t-shirts, I promote whatever. But then again, this is why y'all don't know a lot about business. This is why a lot of y'all are not successful, because everything, when you look at a TV show, you think the TV show is on because the TV show was on. The TV show is on because of the commercials. Now, I started this show telling you that some of these lives that I've done are not even monetized. I did them for free. I gave information about how to stay clean and sober for free. But I'm a hypocrite though.
Right.
I'm a hypocrite.
Again, because when you do it for free, or when you do it for the integrity of said artists, the same individuals don't support. Excuse me. And that is why it is so easy for those who are selected to not care about these individuals, these people from which they come from, because they will show and prove to them every time. And that too is an agenda. That too is a taught behavior. When they say, okay, you want to do this for your people? We're going to show you what happens. Go ahead, go do that project and see what happens. And they let them do it.
You know what?
And the project fails.
Yeah, because what?
And it fails due lack of support of the same people who said you should be doing it for free.
Yeah, I mean,
you understand that? Because the same one who called you a hypocrite, did they ever share any of your videos?
I never even saw them. I never saw them before.
On there?
I never saw them before. And I only
so then you take that as then that's a troll.
Yeah.
And then somebody's trying to distract from the dialogue.
What happens
But I can tell you all day, I'm comfortable with how I move, but I understand it. I don't think I don't understand when someone is not supportive.
You know what's funny? Reason why I address certain people, in this industry that many people want to be in, is certain stigmas and certain people, things that are put on you that are hold on. Shit, I had to cough. Let me sneeze. It's certain things that are put on you, and they really like to run with it. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times you really have to kick people in the ASS a lot. You know, like I do stuff. I do a lot of stuff, man. I do a lot of stuff because I like to make people look stupid. You know what I'm saying? I really like to make people look stupid. That's why when people say stuff, I say, yo, you willing to put your money where your mouth is? Because we could bet. I'm not a betting man, but I bet you don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? But back to the bill. So before people do things for you, you got to know what their intention and their purpose is, right? So even in relationships, right? I've asked myself, do you have any intention for me? Or do I have a purpose in your life? Now, sometimes you have to ask those questions because some people don't have no intentions for you. And you don't serve no purpose in their life. And, you know, the purpose that you might serve is just to give up box or you know, they want your money or whatever. You know what I'm saying? People have an agenda for you that you might not be with. So you always have to ask. And like JW said, agenda is the motives. What is the motive? Now, most people motive is to fatten their pockets and further their success. Okay? So that's why billionaires stay billionaires. They're not billionaires because other billionaires give them money. Billionaires become billionaires because the poor people give them their money. You understand what I'm saying? Because you think you need this. You think you need that. You think you need this. And they convince you via commercial, via programming, via influence. And that's why I said a lot of people are called influencers now. So you got an agenda, and then you got the hidden agenda. That people start making you think that this is what's good for you and you actually need this. And it don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? It really don't mean nothing. And a lot of our people have gotten rich. And what they do, they come, give out them damn turkeys. You know what I'm saying? And they give out book bags. And shout out to anybody who has a non-for-profit organization, but we could blow the lid off that too if we wanted to. But we gonna leave them alone. You know what I'm saying? But I just want
I always leave them alone because I used to believe that some of them had good intentions. I'll have to say a few because I just watched one who has had her nonprofit for quite some time, and she was pulling a Bobby Smurda in front of the Euros, when I know for a fact she didn't have to. And it was very insulting, not only to my intelligence to watch, but it was very insulting to her. And when I say a Bobby Smurda, she did she busted a whole freestyle off the top. And the questions that was asked in this arena was,
freezing.
It was suspect.
You know what's
suspect. I'm just saying she pulled a Bobby Smurda, man.
You know what's sad though is that us being a spiritual people, people with a soul, and most of us are very spiritual. Most of us have a soul. A lot of us have a soul, except for when it comes to each other, which is another agenda. But we naturally as a people, I'm talking about naturally, could hear a baby cry. It don't matter what race the baby is. It don't matter who baby it is. We'll naturally say, oh, who hurt the baby? Who's doing something to the baby? That's people, that's love. That's love. You know how much love you gotta have to not be related or have any relation to a person and still be sympathetic and empathetic to a child crying? That's love. That's soul. We keep forgetting that these people took our babies and sold them.
Yeah.
We keep forgetting that these people took our babies and fed them to alligators. Literally. So, but these are the same people telling you what to do with your baby. You understand what I'm saying? So again, agenda. You have people who have done things historically.
But what is the overall agenda? Because maybe that's what people confuse or confused with or keep forgetting. What is the overall agenda?
The overall agenda
of the society that we are living in.
Control. Mind control, obey. That's it. That's why I made that artwork like that. Obey. And if we decide to change everything that we told you, obey, because we said it. And when you don't, we're going to push you out. And if we don't push you out, we're going to get one of your own people to push you out. I told y'all a long time ago, anybody that you seen was from our so-called demographic of people that started pushing certain things on you, they was on the take. I told y'all that. And you start seeing people, yo, do this, do that. So the agenda is control. Total control. Control your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, Your children ain't yours. Your car ain't yours. Your house ain't yours. Total control.
Your desires are not yours.
Yeah, nothing is yours. Your mind ain't yours.
Remember, even Richard Pryor said that.
Yeah.
Come on, dog. We want your dreams too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, because again,
right, everything, and it is being done. It's not.
It's easy.
It's going to be done. It's being done.
Yeah, because
when you are influenced by somebody who doesn't have your best interest in mind, they're stealing your dreams.
Facts. But again, it's about total control, and the control runs so deep that we think it's a music, television. It goes so deep because it could be something, because this is how powerful the mind is. This is how powerful the mind is. Do you realize that you remember something from 30 years ago?
Yeah.
Think how crazy that is, though. You might not even remember something from yesterday. So I was like, I always was a real outward thinker. I would be like, damn, what was I doing today 22 years ago? I would just think about stuff like that. Because time.
Yeah, and now Facebook helps you do it.
Now Facebook helps you do it.
Right, because they want to control that. They want to keep you in that same space.
Exactly, because again, some things I have to forget. And some things in that mind state that I was in might be triggering.
Very.
Might be triggering. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why you have to pull back from certain things sometimes and scale back, because it's meant to keep you triggered. That's why I keep telling y'all, when you listen to people, now this whole time that I've been speaking to you about the agendas and going on, I have not raised my voice. I have not used any profanity, and I did not speak to you from the space of somebody who's defeated or we're going to be defeated. Right. It's really, really easy, and it's really simple to defeat certain things. Again, when a person comes on this platform or YouTube or Instagram or Facebook and always tell you what is being done to us in a negative light, again, we have not accomplished anything as a people, because all they talk about is how twisted we are. This person got popped. This happened to this person. So so out of all the wars that are being fought on the battlefield, mentally, spiritual, and physical, we don't win nothing. You are as bad as the news. So that's why sometimes we come on here, we laugh, we joke, we say stuff about relationships and stuff, because I can't be the bearer of bad news all the time. Yo, it's certain people, right?
Right.
Look, it's certain people, when that phone ring and you see their number, you already know this ain't going to be don't pick up. It's not going to be a good phone call. And I tell people, you reserve the right to who you want to pick up the phone for. Even people be like, yo, man, I be calling you. Yeah, but what do you want though? Because I'm gonna be real with you, I don't pick up the phone for everybody. I know y'all watching me right now, and I don't care.
Yeah, I
don't pick up the phone for everybody, because it's like, yo, what do you want?
And when I did,
because you have an agenda and you have a motive and you have a hidden agenda,
and you want your moment.
And one of the things that we face in today's society, whenever we achieve anything that people deem to be successful, the first thing people want to do is find a way to take the focus off you and put it on them in the midst of you having your moment. So a lot of times when people be calling me and they be like, yo, what you need to do now is, listen, if you don't get off my damn phone, and I got 2 phones and 2 numbers. I might answer the phone for like, I think I got like 2,000-3,000 contacts. I might answer my phone for like 4 people a week. Even some of my own siblings can't even get in contact with me. Why? Because what do you want that you couldn't text? Now look, everybody don't need.
How many in the building?
We got 1,000. Everybody don't need to. I don't listen. I don't need to talk to anybody every day, and if I don't choose to. Listen, this is gonna sound messed up. If you're in a relationship and you don't got nothing to talk about, I ain't with small talk. So I'm not going to pick up the phone and be like, what did you eat today?
You don't make sure they eat.
I'm going to send you money. That's how I make sure you ate. That's how I'm going to make sure you ate. Because if we not together and we live apart, and I'm not going to call you and ask you what you...
Well, that's different.
Yeah, I'm going to say, yo, I'm going to send you, I'm going to cash app you some money and say, yo, get you some food. I'm not going to be like, what did you eat today? What did you wear? That's small talk. That's really small talk. I'm past that. That's juvenile small talk. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I think we need to be quiet a little bit more. And that's why I don't always want to go live, because sometimes I feel like I be needing to shut up and observe a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I need to be in observe mode, because you can't talk.
But there are people who need your ministry.
Now, what do I get from them? Because ministers get tithes and all that, and they get... Now, look, right? Think about this. Silent. I said this before. And I always got to repeat myself because they be jacking me. Silent and listen have the same letters.
Right.
Right? So you can't listen if you don't be silent. And if you don't be silent, you can't listen. So you have to pick and choose when you're going to be silent and when you're going to listen.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a lot of people's problem. So like me, even I'm still learning so much. I don't know a lot. I don't know all I feel like I need to know. So that's why I don't profess to be a minister. You know what I'm saying? I just give you.
But ministering isn't always.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you're saying.
Right?
Yeah.
About knowing all, but it's about delivering what you do know to those who need and who respect you from that point.
So if you
they must understand that it's an exchange.
Yeah, because
if you're
listen,
going to be sitting in this space and time.
Because look,
that's just it.
Yeah, because when people say they respect you, right? What you need to continue, if it's not provided, how could you continue if you don't have the bare necessities? Like even a like. We got 1,000 people, we got 500 likes. You understand what I'm saying? That's simple. It don't even cost you nothing. But I gotta.
And that's
a problem that I have to beg. I have to say, yo, hit the like. I have to say. It's a problem for me, bro. I can't.
You're in a
can't do it.
Again, you're in a very peculiar space because it has been saturated. It has been saturated with fools, clowns, and real people who are dysfunctional to their megaphone and to their audience.
Yo, it's funny.
So in order, again, and it's not easy, I understand the position. I was behind a wall fighting and struggling for people who had their lives on the line. Like there was a lot of real things going on behind them walls when we were rioting. You know, other dudes were real sharp with the pen, so they was writing grievances. There was a lot going on. And we were basically doing what we were doing and wasn't appreciated. We would do things to make sure everybody get treated fairly. And then when we out and about in the mix, we got dudes sniffing dope, sleeping with fun boys, doing all type of weirdo things after we put it all on the line.
Always.
So I'm always in the habit of knowing that. So whether it's behind a wall, whether it's in the streets, our people are known for that. So that's what causes people to have, I mean, these people, I mean, so-called leaders, and those who have the most resources to give back, that's what makes them turn on the people. And it becomes all about the profit. It becomes all about, you're going to give me first, whether I give back to you or not. And that's a learned behavior. And they learn that from the Euros.
Yeah.
See, you haven't been taught that. You coming from a space of, yo, listen, this is what it is. This is what it was in my home. These are the men I grew up with who fed me. This is the area. I keep it 1,000. And that doesn't fit in these spaces because it's foreign to a lot of people to just give to the individual that's given his all. It's foreign.
Yeah, because I'm going to be real with y'all.
I had to learn to respect
Look, but I'm going to be real with y'all. Any shows, I'm not doing no more shows like that. I'm not. Y'all just drink yourself stupid and just get high and then hold on.
Some of y'all,
right.
listen.
You have to do what
some of y'all just gotta die. No, be honest, because I done gave it. So why do I gotta continuously give it when you can refer back to it? The video's not gone. The videos are not gone. They still there.
No.
They're still in your face. So why do I gotta regurgitate myself? It doesn't make any sense.
Well, it didn't make no sense to me. The first 3 videos we did 200,000, 184, and I think 175. And that was 11 months ago. So from now to go from those numbers to go to 16, we averaging maybe 12,000. I'm looking like, wow. But I understand it because this is the work I do. Like I said, I've seen individuals who I've talked them out of getting their head knocked off, and they will walk past me the next day, still gripped up, and act like I didn't do anything for them.
Look,
I understand that. It's a process.
Look though, right? Bust it, right? This is the thing. Now, if it wasn't certain across the board, right? Say it wasn't something across the board, whereas they ain't listening to nobody, then I would be like, you know what? That's just what it is. But when I see
other individual, right?
But these individuals are mentally ill.
Right.
And it's not, no, for real. I don't even want to laugh.
Yeah, definitely.
You don't see that this person is mentally ill?
Yeah.
How could you not be mentally ill? Some of your life experiences make you mentally ill. But y'all listening to a damn mentally ill persons?
Well,
so
Tony Brown.
So what does that say about you? So I don't need to be talking to you then. Because
right, they're not part of your tribe.
Yeah, because YouTube has something that says the people who watch you watch them too. And sometimes I be looking like, how the hell you go from there to over here, or from here?
Well, the same people that watch Tony Brown's Journal watch Jerry Springer.
I used to like Tony's Brown Journal when I was little too.
So you figure that out.
But I feel,
figure that out.
Yeah, but because again, but see, this is what I'm saying. This is a part of the agenda. You have to figure out, are you woke or are you asleep? Because you can't pick and choose when you want to wake up. Because you might wake up dead.
Or you sleepwalk.
But this is what I feel like. I feel like people are chameleons when it comes to knowledge.
Then
when people get
in
around
your space, you don't deal with them.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why
you got to work with what's been working.
That's why.
in order
But see, this
to
is
make
what.
sure that your output is beneficial to you and to them.
So that's why, real soon, I'm just gonna do interviews. Nobody don't need to know nothing about me. No, you don't need to know my information. You don't need to know how I think. Because again, it has to be a point where, hold on, this is where we need to be. So if I look over here and I see this person with 200,000 views, 300,000 views and all that, and I
in
a day, and I done gave you my fucking life, how to eat. Yeah, I mean how to eat, how to live, and how to and it's not getting 9,000. What am I doing that for then? I'm not doing that no more because that's not what y'all want. But then I get the DMs, yo, bro, I'm trying to kick this alcohol. I don't know what to do. So now do I say, well, if you want me to tell you what to do, give me $100, give me $50, because then you get put with the, yo, but you supposed to be helping the people. Well, how did they help the people? How do they help the people? By telling you that you ain't this, you ain't that, this is what's going on. So again.
And you need to get this drink.
Facts.
That's what they do.
Because
they
people
tell them that they ain't worth nothing, but if they get this drink, they could feel better. Or if they take this pill, they could feel better.
Listen.
You see the game is, but you as a leader have to acknowledge that.
I ain't no leader.
Like, I know.
I'm not a leader.
Boom. You more of a leader than you realize.
Because listen, bro, I feel what you're saying, right? But I can't be your leader if you're not listening. If you watch this,
but you still a leader.
Nah, you
just
can't.
Like you're a parent. I'm a parent. Right? I'm still a parent, whether my child listens to what I say or not. That doesn't invalidate who I am. I'm still a parent.
Okay, so again, all right, so if I'm a leader,
right,
then that means I have to come with the fact that
some of y'all niggas just gotta die.
Right?
Yeah.
Because listen, reason why that is because if I am telling you how not to drink,
right?
If I'm telling you how not to drink, and you're going listening to an alcoholic, a person who's always drunk on YouTube, ranting and raving, then what am I doing? What am I doing?
Well, you have to be specific in your practice, and that's what I'm doing. When I'm doing anger management, I'm very anger management based. I'm very specific about your homework, about what I want you to do. In this arena right here, you have to be more specific, and it's going to come off a little weird because it hasn't been a demand of you other than a like or a share, which you're still not getting.
Word.
But it has to be repetitive now because it's a situation where we must have an agenda. Because if not, we will continue to.
But we have one though. Our agenda, my personal agenda, was to give people what? Information. Right? The information that now look how deep this is.
But you didn't say you wanted to be compensated for it.
No, the compensation to me was everybody winning, right? Everybody winning, especially our people, was my compensation, right? But now we're at a time where
nobody's winning now.
Exactly. So
you have to shift gears on them.
No, what I gotta do.
Come on, you giving them information and they still killing each other.
Look.
Or themselves.
Look.
They're still dying. They're still allowing their babies to be killed and slaughtered.
What I have to do.
So therefore, as a leader, you have to switch gears in your practice and say, okay, well, that part of the agenda didn't work well for me.
What I gotta do,
or for us.
what I gotta do, I gotta shut up. That's really what I gotta do. I gotta just stop talking. I'm telling you, bro, you know it's times I'll be like, yo, I ain't want to talk.
Right.
I don't even post pictures on Instagram. I don't even want to. I'm looking for my exit.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Because again, I'm not here to be martyred. I don't subscribe to that poor righteous teacher thing. I got a life. I got a life that I could live. I could take my basketball and go home. You understand what I'm saying? And people don't understand when you doing shit and you got an agenda for them. You understand what I'm saying? And you got an agenda for them. Then how is it that you're rewarding people that don't got anything for you? And it's not even monetary because, again, I'm not broke. We didn't even talk about money. But, again, my thing was for people to get information. My thing was to tell people about the industry. So what me and Ali Vegas did set the precedent for what's being talked about now in the industry. Everybody talking about Spooky, Fun Boy, all that. What you think? Where did that come from?
Mm-hmm.
Now it became the talking point.
Right, the norm.
Now it's the norm, right? Which I didn't mind because at the end of it all, we want the information out there so our people behavior can change based off the information and the knowledge they acquired. That's the biggest thing. What you learn, your information is supposed to, when you get certain information, how you carry yourself and conduct yourself is supposed to change based off the knowledge you acquire. So if you find out drinking this soda makes your face break out, you're not going to drink that soda anymore. So why would I have to come on here every day and say, don't drink the soda, and you're sitting there looking at me drinking soda? You ain't hitting like, you ain't doing nothing. So at the end of it all, it's just like, yo, hold on, man. I'm not one of them deaf ears people. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not also going to look, and I'm also not going to let people zap me for my energy, because sometimes I be feeling like my energy be getting zapped sometimes too. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I be like, yo, nah, this is just too. And we talk offline of how draining this is. This is physically draining. People think just sitting here talking is easy, but
why do you think they give all the rest of them millions of dollars?
TED Talks,
broadcast,
TED Talks and all that,
from and they all should praise Wendy Williams. I don't care how people feel about it, but if it wasn't for her, none of this stuff would be moving the way it moves. She set a tone and a precedent that no one was doing. So when you're seeing all these entertainment-based, gossipy, celebrity news, she started that. But when you see these others getting it, and you watching what's the chick, Kathy Lee and Ryan and all, and they give me, because it's draining to sit there and hold people's attention. They only do it for an hour. We do it for an hour and a half, 2 hours, 2.5 sometimes. And get minute give back. Of course, I'm able to promote my service to the people. And I can work on it, but I get minimal compared to anyone else in these spaces. And it's draining.
But I do want to say something though. Respect, love, and thank you for the consistent supporters.
Exactly.
The people who always here every day. I'm not talking to y'all. I'm really not talking to y'all. I see the same names. I see the same faces. I see people on Instagram. I know many of y'all are doing all you could. To do stuff. And it's not taking the break. You might be burnt out because that has nothing to do with it. And again, I'm going to be real with y'all. I don't like to be diagnosed. Do not diagnose
Well,
me.
it's not that.
Look, now listen.
Right?
Now listen. Don't listen to me. Don't diagnose me. Don't tell me what the fuck I need to do. I know what I need to do. And what I need to do is stop messing with certain people. That's really it. Like I told you, don't tell me to take honey and lemons. I'm a grown-ass man. I know that if I don't have a voice, that I need lemons. I don't need you to tell me that. Because again, your biggest person you should always talk to is your damn mirror. And many of y'all don't. You tell everybody what to do, but you got a doodle tooth in your mouth, or you don't have your birth certificate, or you don't have certain things that you need to do, but you're quick to give advice. I don't like to be diagnosed. Any women I deal with, they start telling me stuff. Listen, I'm very critical of myself, and I know what I need to do. I don't need nobody's my mother, okay? So don't tell me that I'm burnt out. Don't tell me none of that. I just know I have to shift gears. It has nothing to do with burnout. I have to change the way I do things for my comfort. I came in 2015 and I was doing live streams, right? But again, I see people do dumb live streams and have 17,000 people in the room. And I'm like, well, what are they looking at? And then I go look and I say, well, damn, this is my dumb audience? Oh, nah, I'm in trouble. Because that makes me have to work harder, because what this idiot is doing is counterproductive to what we do. But they patronizing that. So it's almost like you being in a situation where you are the drug counselor, but then the person over there that's selling drugs, they go in there and oh, this dude never shut up about himself. Well, look, this is what I'm gonna do. Get you out of here, because they always laugh because people come on.
See, this is.
But this is what they do too. They like to come on the channel and say, "You talk about yourself."
Your base.
Yeah. That's why I get them out of here.
So, it's the people who come in.
Yeah.
And secretly just take all the information and leave.
But look at this though.
And never utilize it, never push it. Never feed it to the babies. They take it, they hold it, retain it. Those are the individuals, so you can, allow the audience to know who you're speaking to. Because again, your committed base is committed and
but that's
solid.
why I get them off.
And that's why I block them.
That's why I block them. Yo,
and you have to.
And there's always some dude coming in hating. And I'm going to tell y'all why. They girl like me. It's the truth. I'm telling y'all, I get a lot of hate from some men because y'all chicks be liking me. It's really that. But again, the point I'm making is this. You got to work double sometimes.
Definitely.
When you're trying to get people off the drugs. And then they're over here watching the person telling them how to cook up crack.
Yeah.
It's tough. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, and again, that is the agenda. That's what I'm talking about with the agenda. That is the agenda. Question. These people you are watching, don't be disrespectful. But question, is this information they're giving you information that you need? Do you already know these things? And question their source of their information.
Well, now, that's what I just told them that on Instagram. I said, question these people.
Yeah, you got to
ask them, what is their doctrine? Ask them, what are the solutions? What do you have? If you want me in your space, what are you going to? Where's the fair exchange? And they never answer. They never answer. They won't allow you on no lives with them. They won't answer no emails, no DMs, nothing at all.
Now, I tell people.
You got to ask these, but they don't do it.
Yeah, because do go back to what you said, is entertainment. So now look, when you have a person that say, they're about to do this, ask them. No, because this is the main thing.
Right.
The conscious black folk always trying to tell you what's about to happen.
Right.
You ask them, well, what are we going to do about it? What should we do?
That's it.
And you're never going to get an answer.
No.
Because why? Because the money is in the fear. And everybody always trying to be the first person to break some type of information. You really... So, y'all really think that they're injecting... they're putting... Y'all really think the robots... Because listen, you really think the robots is going to be the police? You really think that? This is what I'm saying to people, but you have people who's telling you that this is about to happen, and it's places where it already happened already, though. So they always telling you what's about to come, and I'm telling you, it's already here. Anything they let you see, it already took place. You think they're gonna let you see the trial? It's already done. So when homie in Dallas did what he did, who bodied him? A damn robot.
They said the robot. That's what they say.
But regardless to what I'm saying, regardless to what you're saying, they're saying it was, which could be BS. But R2D2 did it. So now in 2021, why y'all looking at videos where people are showing you saying this is about to happen? When did that happen in Dallas? How long ago was that? But y'all don't.
4?
This is what I'm saying. But no, longer than that. Nah, it might have been like 4 or 5. But y'all don't question the people who's giving you this information because you are always being triggered. This is how people make the money, and it's starting to become our people. So now
and within that triggering, they're also saying,
send that in. Send that in.
Let me get that.
Because
you see?
Yeah, because now you start to
when
think.
you come in different with an unfamiliar tone and you're not speaking that language, you're going to get what you asked for. You're going to get what your hand called for.
Well.
So you have to understand that. See, I already know people ain't going to give me shit. I know that for a fact because I'm telling you go against your daddy, your mama, grandmama, because they ain't tell you nothing but lies and kept you in a space of servitude. So I know I'm a hard pill to swallow. I know that for a fact.
Peep this too, right? You got people talking about robots.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's some machine. What is MK Ultra? It's not a machine. What's the Manchurian Candidate? It's not a machine. What is mind control? It's not a machine. What is people in a drunken stupor or high? It's not a machine.
Right.
It's real.
Well, that Manchurian Candidate is very real.
This is what I'm saying. So they got you looking for something. They got you looking for something that's already here.
Right. So it's not a conspiracy. It's a fact.
So when the people who telling you what's to come and is already here, who do they work for?
Right.
So I keep telling y'all, hold on, y'all watch that? Y'all watching him?
Yeah.
Y'all watching her?
Right.
They keep telling you what's to come is already here. They keep talking about, they about to. Look, let me show. Look at your credit card. Look at your phone now. Now you can buy stuff by holding your phone.
If you think Sandy Hook.
No, don't say that. Don't say no. Do not say that. Don't even say that word. Don't say that word.
Listen.
They snatch platforms down for that. Do not even say that. I might even cut that out the video. Where your man A. Jones at? Gone. And another video I did with Red Pill. That's why I don't even have him back on my channel talking about that. They just they threatened to take my whole joint down.
Well, that's just an example. Any of them that went down in that manner, If y'all don't think that was some Manchurian candidate stuff,
oh yeah.
y'all sadly mistaken.
Yeah,
and it's not how they did it in the films. It's an education process.
It's the grooming. Yeah.
It's the grooming. Because that's not average things. Where somebody can just wake up one morning and just move on that tone.
Bust it, right? Even people with epilepsy. The flash of a light triggers something in your brain and make you have a seizure. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a lot that's in stuff. Even colors. Even colors. Like when you think about you know what food colors are, right? It's yellow and red. Those are food colors. Wendy's is that color. And it's blue. So most of the food, like yo, it's just, I ain't even gonna go there, but I build on that one day. But matter of fact, I built on that before, but a lot of food.
Tell them to go back and watch.
Yeah, that's why I tell them to go back and watch some stuff. Yeah, go back and watch those.
But when they keep asking me certain things, like I built on that already.
Yeah.
Go watch it.
But again.
And then share it.
Yeah, but you know what? They want you to regurgitate.
Then pay for that. And I'll do it to you. I'll do it for you privately.
Yeah.
Where we not even having no interruption. I can look in your soul. Or you can meet me. People see me on my IG. They come. My clientele comes. And they get to get a hug and get counsel in a face. I don't know none of these other people that can do that. Or do it.
So,
you know,
I guess
so just switch your language up. I'm telling you. And even though when you do outspoken and it's blazing on the bottom and the moderators is in the chat throwing it, you have to vocalize it. I see how they do. I see how them crabs do it. And if they can respect them crabs doing it, then they gotta respect you doing it too. So listen, find terminology to get up in their head. If they want to be mindless givers and just give. Get it right. Get it right. Get it right.
But the deal is, I don't
get it right.
I don't want their money. That's the thing.
Well,
that's a free
whatever you want them to do.
That's a free will offering to me, personally.
Well, whatever you want them to do.
Because we want them to just hit the like. It means that's how you break them algorithms, because they can't stop what people are liking. You understand what I'm saying?
I think, but you know what? If they can shadow ban, if they can prevent notifications from going out, they can prevent the likes too.
Oh, well,
I believe that.
They can, but all my videos that did a lot of numbers, some likes was up. 5,000 and all that. I'm telling you, because I'm doing my studies. I'm doing how to break stuff. That like button is very, very important. Why you think they removed the dislike? They playing with stuff. They moving stuff around.
Right.
So if they move stuff around, you got to be on it. You understand what I'm saying? So for what I'm doing, this is what I need. You don't listen. If people donate, they donate. They give me whatever. If you want to give your money to people who's telling you that we ain't SHIT, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do. But if you like what I do,
if we are in the frame of educating them and showing how detrimental that is, because you're paying into your own demise.
This is what I've been trying to tell them.
Right? When you're paying into your own demise and not putting that into your growth, then who are we as leaders if we're not making sure that is part of the language?
But they know, though. Everybody know everything. That's what I'm saying. Dudes is telling me to take elderberry. Like I'm stupid. When did elderberry get famous? I could show you elderberry in the bag. And I know elderberry gummies. I got real stuff. I can show you stuff that you can't even pronounce it, that I take every day. Why? Because I'm a person who research. I don't regurgitate. And I don't listen to none of these dudes with missing teeth and brown teeth or look like they got cancer. These vegan dudes.
Well, this whole,
I don't listen to none of them. You understand what I'm saying? But look.
You attributed to this because before any of this was popping off, I'm telling you, the same ones that they made stars out of this, people will walk past them on the street. You have to beg people to come to their tables.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wasn't hearing none of that. None of it. Literally, they were derelicts.
Still are.
But now, this thing created a space and gave them opportunity to jump out of their dire conditions based on, right, them using the same spiel. So they got
the people are not
only followings, but cult-like followings that worship. If they only knew.
Because the people don't use discernment. Like, look at it like this, right?
If they only knew.
No, listen, right? If somebody tell you, now everything that you said is coming down the pipeline as well as me. I've always gave people ways to counter it as you. Mm-hmm. People always saying, yo, they about to this, they about to that. So okay, they about to do this. So you got a bunker somewhere, right? You got 8 billion gallons of water somewhere. Nothing's going to happen to you though, right? Or you just pushing this on everybody to be afraid, but you know the way, like your ass ain't going to die too. And that's what, again, it's victim fear consciousness that people gravitate towards. People love it. People love to share memes of stuff that it's been dispelled years ago.
Right.
Every few years, they share information that's not true. Every few years, they will go, if you go on Facebook, you'll see Steele from Juice got caught selling trees, selling all that weed. But that's an old ass article because who is going to look at the date? Something simple as looking at the date.
Right.
They just won't do it. Why?
Right.
Because people go off of sensationalism. That is the whole thing. You understand what I'm saying? So it's popularity, it's stupid people, and
some, not all. But some of these niggas just gotta die.
And that's really it. And I'm not saying, because again, when people keep asking me, yo, what do I eat? I be like, yo, man, I don't know what to tell you sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because I could just tell you what I did. That's why even if you look at the video when it says how to get clean and sober, from my perspective, when I started the video, I do not claim to be a doctor, an expert, or an educator, but this is what I did. You understand what I'm saying? This is what I did. Somebody says Satan voice, and I want to ask you, how do you know what Satan sound like?
Maybe them the people that's causing it not to be monetized because maybe they reporting.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it could be.
Maybe it could be reporting.
So I'm gonna do a whole show without that. But I mean,
it's you never can tell. That's why.
But look at the battles. Look at the battles that we gotta fight to give people information. Is it worth it?
Right. For me, yeah, because I'm in a totally different space. I just had this discussion earlier that I'm a walking example of what I promote. I work for the people and the people provide resource. I don't ask my enemy for nothing.
Neither
nothing.
Do I.
I don't have good credit. I don't have no savings. I don't have nothing. Everything I get goes back to the people. Everything.
Yeah.
everything. You might could go back and watch a video 10 years ago and might see me in the same shirt.
Oh, I believe in wearing the same clothes. Why?
I'm dead serious.
No, that's real because you got to.
It's real. Because I'm a walking example.
Because you do laundry. Like we made to believe that you can't even wear the same clothes because you had that on already. Well, that's what laundry mats are for. I don't buy clothes because I bet you Dame Dash with all that. I changed my clothes 10 times. I bet you he regret that now. I bet you.
Yeah, he don't do that shit now.
Yeah, exactly.
He's asking the laundry with
exactly.
with everything he's supposed to have. Dryer sheets, all that.
Yep.
And if he's not, then he's a dummy. And I believe he's been a dummy all these years. He's a dummy. He's a stupid dummy, arrogant dummy. Anybody that puts that bag in front of his people is a dummy and never did nothing for no one.
Look, bro. But
I'll keep it a buck. And that's for any of them.
It is funny that you say that because when you do that, they always seem to take it away from you. And then what do you come back to? The same people who you was trying to
begging for.
That you know that you was trying to stunt on. Yeah, that you've been stunting
on.
Yep.
Calling them bums and all that. Because you had so much that they kindly kicked you about by ways of different terms. Foreclosures.
Yeah.
Repos. Bankruptcy. That's the same thing as saying, Negro, this ain't yours and never was to begin with. Let me get that back.
And what they come back and say, yo,
we got to stick together. Black. Yeah, we got to stick together because we black, because I'm black. They know you wasn't black when you was having it, stunting.
Oh.
You understand?
Oh, not only that, though. But you're a black woman.
Right.
That's another subject.
Right. That you had them kids from.
All of them.
Right. Where they at? You see the games that they get played?
Yeah, because the blackness in its essence starts with the black woman. So if you listen, blackness starts with the black woman.
Right. So since we say that all the time, we get nothing.
Yeah.
You gotta know that. I know that. I welcome the struggle. All them people that's on TV talking about, we ain't gotta struggle. Nah, you ain't struggle. I'm here, I made it. All right. Keep thinking that. I love it. Because the tumble, that fall from grace be hard. It's just like Mandingo. Get in the damn water.
Get in the pot. Word.
Get in there.
Yeah.
I'm serious. So I'm comfortable with it.
So anybody who talk black, don't got a black woman, black wife, what are we talking about? The essence of blackness comes from the womb of a black woman.
Yeah, but you gotta watch it because some of them black women go white too and have them white babies.
We know about that too, but that's a whole lot. I'm just talking about the dudes right now.
Yeah, no, because I got a whole line of them women.
Damn.
All of them that ascended to A-list.
Yeah, facts.
Black man to the curb or didn't come through the door with them to begin with.
No, that's real.
A bunch of them. Don't let me name the list. And you could go on broadcast media and see the same thing for the news anchors too. Go to Disney.
Yo.
Yeah, Disney, Channel 7, and see how many of them got a black man on their arm. I'll wait.
Yeah.
I'll wait.
On that note, my wife
can't work for Disney and be too melanated. I guarantee you that. Yeah.
My wife. Yeah.
Think it ain't no agenda.
My future.
Think it ain't no agenda.
My future wife will be a black woman.
Yeah, close on that. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Language is cash out. I'm telling you, that's how you have to do it. I see it in your space. I see it. That's all that has to be done because they're not doing anything on the other side that you've been asking that's so simple.
Yep. And on that note, this is where we go. See y'all tomorrow, maybe. I'm about to take me a shower, wash my face, take a nap. Again, thanks to all the supporters. The supporters are very, very essential. And I appreciate all of y'all. Not talking to y'all. Talking to the, well, anyway. On that note, I holla. Peace.
Peace.